Quinnipiac student-athletes, Kevin Bowie and Connor Jones, and head coach Rand Pecknold. Coach Pecknold, would you please make an opening statement?
Yes. First, if I make the opening statement, I just want to comment on one other thing, I guess. I thought with the officials tonight, I thought Todd Anderson and Brad Shepard were excellent. I just thought the demeanor that they had, I was really impressed. In a pressure-packed game like that, it was impressive. And I know sometimes I go the other way with things, but I think that should be mentioned. So they did a nice job. In terms of the game, it wasn't how we drew it up on the board. It wasn't perfect. I thought we were sloppy at times defensively, and we need to be better than that. But I'll tell you what, this is a great group of guys, and we talked a lot all year long. We're talking about the character in that locker room. And down 3-1, late in the third, to battle back like that, the character came through right there. We found a way to scratch it out and score some goals. We had some great chances early, and their kid was making saves. And I'll tell you what, the bench was positive, and that's a pretty impressive win on our part.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now open it up for questions for the Quinnipiac student-athletes, Kevin and Connor. Questions, please.
Ryan Trail, Quinnipiac Sports Network. Kevin, just talk about what the last 3 weeks have been like for you with the double overtime winner and then the game winner tonight.
Just been trying to work hard in practice, and I guess it's paying off right now. But just trying to go out there every shift and work my butt off. And, that's what a team is built on working and competing, and that's what coaches' practices are built around. Guys are practicing and competing in practice, and guys, we almost had a fight yesterday because we were competing with each other, and that's what makes us better.
Questions? The student-athletes right here.
Nando and U.S. College Hockey. Kevin, just kind of building off Brian's question there. I know you were without the program. Left the program for a year, stayed out a year. Just looking back at that, you kind of believe where we are now. Score the game winner in your first NCAA tournament win.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough situation, but I got better because of it. And I sat down with Coach, and he wanted me back, and I said I was going to do everything to get back. And a few years later, here I'm at.
Question over here.
Brian Sullivan, U.S. College Hockey Online. For Connor, it seemed like you had your blade on almost every big scoring opportunity. Do you feel like you had extra jump tonight, or what was it?
Yeah, it's always a huge game, and I think before the game I went out there and I was told myself we should have got on we had beaten my line mates played great too, so it's good.
Any more questions? Question in front.
Kyle Benner with the Waterbury Republican. Connor, first period, you guys had a ton of good looks at it was at one point where I think where you had just a couple looks in a row. Did you get a feeling that you guys only had one goal? What was the feeling in the locker room there? Was it disappointment that you only had one?
No, I think we were trying to stay positive. We were getting a lot of chances. All four lines had a lot of chances, and I think we just knew that we needed to get more pucks to the net, get more rebounds, more traffic, and as you saw, we got a few more goals.
Any more questions? We have one in front.
Indian Army with Hockey Journal. Kevin, they scored that third goal, and suddenly you guys are, you got a little bit of a hill decline there. So talk about the team psychology was about what were you guys talking about? Was there a concern that you had to kind of get on your horses a little bit?
Just like the Cornell game, just 21 guys believing that we can come back, and Coach kept the bench calm, and he said just do the simple things, and we're going to get our goals, and that's what we did. We just went in forecheck, threw pucks on net, and we started putting pressure on them. They took a couple penalties, and swung the momentum in our way.
Anything else for the student-athletes? Okay, thank you. We'll now dismiss the student-athletes back to the locker room. Thank you, guys. And now we'll open it up to questions for Coach Pecknold. Questions?
Rand, I don't know if there's a diplomatic way to put it. You guys haven't been playing your best hockey for the last month or so. was there a concern going into this game that you had to ramp that up and kind of figure out whatever demons were in the game and kind of get yourselves turned around for a game where you're going home if you don't win?
No, I think your comment's right. We're not playing our best hockey. We've been inconsistent here the last 5 or 6 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it is. We've been struggling a little bit. What you saw tonight was not the best defensive hockey team in the country. We struggled early in the game, even when we were up 1-0. We had some bad habits. We weren't picking up sticks. That came back to haunt us on the second goal. I thought we were puck watching a little bit. That came back to haunt us on the first goal. Third goal, we had one of our players just get walked, come out of the corner. I give Gibbons a lot of credit. It was a great goal, but we gotta defend. And I didn't think we did a very good job in Heartsy tonight in front of Heartsy. We didn't shot block well, so we need to get back to the basics, things that we did well early in the year. Certainly, there's a lot of positives. I mean, being down 3-1 in an NCAA game and coming back from behind is pretty impressive. It doesn't happen a lot. So, I'm proud of the guys, the way we battle back, but there's no question if we want to be BC or Union tomorrow night, we need to be better in every position. Goaltending, D, forwards, we need to be a better hockey team. I was real happy that the penalty kill was good tonight. We had the 6-on-4 kill at the end. I thought we were great. Did a really nice job with that, and that was probably the highlight for us.
More questions right here.
NATO and U.S. college hockey. Randy, you talked about the comeback, but just what do you think kind of small momentum for you guys in the third period there?
Well, there's always a lot of things. I think just our mentality going in the game is really why we won the game. I think we talked about it all week that we weren't going to panic, that there was going to be adversity in this game. We talked about it again in the pregame meeting that it's going to happen. Whether it's we're behind or a goal, we get a goal, call back, or there's going to be something that we had to deal with. This was not going to be an easy game, and I think that's where we as a coaching staff did a good job of preparing our guys for it, and they bought into it. And so, when we got behind, there really wasn't panic. I'm not saying we weren't worried, but there was no panic on the bench. We believe we can come back. And then ultimately, so I think that was important, and I think obviously the second goal just gave us life. We felt it. Pekka and Connor made a big play. It's a big-time goal. It's exciting. The guys are fired up. And, I was like I knew we were going to win. We made it 3-2. I knew we were going to win the hockey game. And I think our bench knew we were going to win.
Question from
Coach, Kyle Renaud with Water Republican. Kevin's play over the last few weeks, especially at the game winner against Cornell in double overtime and out tonight. I mean, just talk about him and the way he's especially played over the last 4 weeks. I think you went out of your way to point in a loss recently. I think the Brown game, that he was the only guy you really felt played well. So talk about him.
Yeah, he's an A+ kid. He's we don't do a team yearbook, but if we did, he'd be under there as most likely to succeed. I mean, he's a special person. He's gonna be running a company someday, an IBM or something. He's really an impressive young man, and I give him credit. He's paid his dues. You can look it up how many games he's played in the time he's been with us. It wasn't a lot. He's been great this year. He's had some huge goals for us, and even more than the big goals, he knows his role. He's our fourth line left wing. He does his job. He brings energy all the time on the bench, he doesn't wear a letter for us, but he really is one of our captains without a letter. I mean, he's been great. He's a great leader, a great kid. He's a special person.
Question from over here.
Mike McMahon, College Hockey News. Coach, can you talk a little bit about Matthew? He obviously got the goal that started the turn of time for you guys, but I know he drew a penalty there in the grading area. I thought in and around the net, he was terrific for you guys.
Yeah, he was excellent. I thought Matthew and the Twins were by far our best line, and that was a struggle tonight. We really did. The other three lines were hit or miss from shift to shift. We'd have one guy going, and the line wasn't going, and guys were struggling, and the ice was a little bit slow, and it's really hard with the length of the timeouts. And this is always an issue. We talked about that, but it's TV timeouts are tough when they're a minute. These were 2:15, sometimes 2, and it really changed the game. It's a different game. This isn't the normal game that us or Canisius is used to playing, or BC or Union is used to playing, and it is what it is. We need to deal with it. But I thought Connor's line was outstanding. All three of those guys were great, creating chances. Pekka was, one of our best kids tonight, and that goal was big time. I don't know if you guys saw the replay. I'm still not quite sure how he ripped it under the bar, but it was a big time goal, and obviously Connor made a nice play to make it happen too.
Anything else? Any other questions? Thank you.